Hi, welcome to Texas Lone Wolf Miguel, your source for red pill truth. You know, a lot of people get in the habit of calling people names. For example, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull this up. I'm going to go ahead and let you take a good look at this. Now, you know, we have a situation where men or women, okay, and most of the time society is going to go out and say, they ain't gonna do nothing when women say, well, men are trash, right? Well, men are trash. Well, when the men say something, the same thing, the society loses their mess. And more likely, um, you know, it's gonna have something to do with a toxic person. And they will they will not stop until they get what they want. I'll give you an example. And whenever we get women tell men or society that men are trash, they're very toxic. Or when men go out and say that women are trash, then society explodes with harmful anger. And when we talk about feminism, how it's supposed to lift the woman up and whatever little goals that they were in, you know. Anyways, it is what it is, okay? I'm going to go ahead and cover this topic because you need to see this. You need to look at this for a face value. Difficult people, men or women, okay? Men or women, both. For example, women go call men trash because they choose these bad boys. They get beat. He goes to jail because I guess it gets the law called on him. Then the woman just goes out and say, you know what, all men are trash. All men are trash. But you see, the woman she missed the point. She missed the point. She missed it. Look at this. Toxic people. Women or men can be toxic. Okay? Men or women can be toxic. We had toxic people dust us with their poison. You know, women call men trash. Men call women trash. They regurgitate over the misfortune of this toxic person. Then they take their frustration out on the innocent party that they're seeing. So in other words, all right, some of these little pookies fellas decide to go out and damage females because they're confident they ain't drawn to nothing, they bad, they don't want to do nothing. They don't want to do anything else with anybody. They want to go out there and play that game. And they will beat around on females, put bruises on them, and what have you. Okay? All right? Then the woman gets out of a relationship with that bad boy, gets in a new relationship with someone else new. She takes her frustration out on that new guy, blaming him for what the other guy did. And this is why men don't want to go on a date with a woman. If she has a high body count or baggage from a previous relationship, she carries that on into the new relationship, then destroys that man who never done anything to her. Or we could turn around and say the man who has been finessed, taken advantage of, beaten, had money stolen from him, would take it out on a new female. And most time, it's better for them just to walk. It's better to walk. And go get therapy immediately. Go seek psychiatric help to get away from this. All right, we're going to go ahead and read this. We all had toxic people does this with their poison, sometimes more like drenching. Difficult people are drawn to reasonable ones, and all of us had likely or have or had at least one person in our life who have us bending around ourselves like barbed wire in endless attempts to please them, only to never get there, okay? Their damage lies in their subtlety in the way they engender the class response. I'm not them, it's me. And they can have you question your overreactiveness, your oversensitivity, your tendency to misinterpret. You're the one that continually hurt, or the one who is continually adjusting your own behavior to avoid being hurt. Then the chances are that it's not you, it's very much them. Now, being able to spot their harmful behavior is first step of minimizing their impact. You may not be able to change what they do, but you can change what you do with it, okay? And the idea that toxic somebody in your life may have that they get away with it. Now, to the person that's watching my YouTube video, okay, if you, man or woman, going through this, get out and seek professional help. Seek one-on-one counseling session, apply for programs, and go and seek a way to get help. There's programs out there that help people get help that they need. And there are plenty of things toxic people do to manipulate people in situations to their advantage. And yes, there are people out there that will manipulate you. They could be your friends, your family members, your former coworkers, or whoever. They can manipulate you to their advantage. And here are 12 of them. Knowing them will help you avoid falling under the influence. All right. They'll keep you guessing about which version of them you're getting. That's gaslighting. That's a form of manipulation. They'll be completely lovely one day, and next day you'll be wondering what you've done to upset them. There are often anything obvious that explains these change of attitude. You just know something isn't right. They may be prickly, sad, cold, cranky. When you ask there's something wrong, their answer will be like nothing. But they'll give you just enough to let you know there is something. Just something might be a heaving sigh, raised eyebrow, cold shoulder. When this happens, you might find yourself making excuses for them or doing anything you can make them happy. See why it works for them. Some people don't need to be pleased, okay? Stop trying to please them. Toxic people figured out a long time ago that decent people will go into extraordinary lengths to keep people they care about happy. If your attempts to please aren't lasting very long, maybe it's time to stop, walk away, and leave them alone. You're not responsible for anybody else's feelings. Yeah, I've done something unknowingly to hurt someone's ass, talk. If it needs to be, apologize. At any rate, you shouldn't have to guess. So yeah. And then number 2, they manipulate. Are you in a relationship with a female that manipulates you, gentlemen? Gentlemen, are you in a relationship? Okay, well, female, are you in a relationship with a male that's manipulative? Oh man, he looks cute. He's got felonies. He's charming. He's also a great manipulator. Okay? You're going to need to go through therapy for years to get straightened out before you can get into a new relationship with a brand new clean start. Okay? Now, they manipulate. If you feel though you're the only one contributing to the relationship, you're probably right. Toxic people have a way of sending out the vibe that you owe them something. They also have a way taking from you or doing something that hurt you. They maintain they were doing it all for you. Cut your damn losses. You don't need them people around. This is particularly common in workplaces or relationships where balance of power is out. I'll let that 6-month worth of filing for you. I thought you'd appreciate the experience and opportunity to learn your way around filing cabinets. Or, I'm having a dinner party. Why don't you bring dinner for 10? I'll give you a chance to show off those kitchen skills, okay? Now, no, you don't owe nobody shit. Alright, you listen to me. You are responsible for your own happiness. Did you get that? You don't owe anybody anything. It doesn't feel like a favor. It's not. They won't own their feelings. Rather than owning their own feelings, they act as though their feelings are yours. It's called projection. Nope. That's projecting their feelings, thoughts onto you. Yep. They're trying to make you the bad person. Don't fall for that. For example, someone who's angry but won't take responsibility for it might accuse you of being angry with them. It might be just subtle to ask, "Are you okay with me?" Or a bit more pointed, "Why are you angry at me? You've been in a bad mood all day." Hmm. You'll find yourself justifying and defending often go around in circles because it's not about you. Be really clear on what's yours and what's theirs. If you feel you've been through defending yourself too many times against accusations or questions that don't fit, you might be projecting onto. You don't have to explain. Justify or defend yourself or deal with a misfired accusation. Remember that. They regularly, okay, get this. They'll make you prove yourself to them. No, you don't have to prove nobody nothing. They either like you for who you are or they just walk. Simple as that. And when you are having trouble in life, go seek professional help. There's programs out there that will help you. Okay? They'll regularly put you in a position where you have to choose between them and something else. And you'll always feel obliged to choose them. Toxic people will wait until you have committed, then they unfold the drama. If you really cared about me, you skip your exercise class and spend time with me. The problem is this, is that enough? Will never be enough. Few things are fatal unless it's life or death. Chances are it can wait. They never apologize. They'll lie before they ever apologize. There's no point in arguing. Just let them go. Man or woman, let them go and tell them they're out. And if you have to, go call the law and get them involved and get removed legally. They'll twist the story, change the way it happened, retell it so convincingly that they believe their own nonsense. That right there is manipulation in a nutshell. People don't have to apologize to be wrong. And you don't need an apology to move forward. Just move forward without them. Don't surrender your truth. Don't keep the argument going. There's just no point. Some people want to be right more than they want to be happy, and you have better things to do than provide fodder for the right fighters. You see what I'm saying? Now take note of this. They'll be there in a crisis, but never, ever share your joy. It's time to cut them people out. Huh? They'll find reason for your good news isn't great news. The classics about promotion, the money isn't great for the amount of work to be doing. Holiday at the beach, well, it's going to be very hot. Are you sure you want to go? About being made queen of the universe, well, university is that big, you know. I'm pretty sure you won't get tea breaks. Get the idea? Don't let them dampen you or shrink you down to their size. You don't need their approval anyway, anyone else for that matter. They won't be there when you're down in your worst time. They should be there when you get into your best time, when you start winning something. They'll leave a conversation unfinished, then they'll go offline. They won't pick up their phone. They won't answer call, text, emails. Between rounds of voice message, you might find yourself playing a conversation over and over in your head. Guessing about the status of a relationship. My friend, if you have a relationship with someone and it's not healthy or whatever, and you wonder what you've done to upset them, whether they're dead or alive or just ignoring you, sometimes it all feels the same. People who care about you won't let you go on feeling rubbish without attempting to sort it out. That doesn't mean you sort out the course. At least they'll try. Take it as a sign of their investment in the relationship if they leave you out there for a lengthy session. This is very important, people. There are toxic people out there. They'll use non-toxic words with a toxic tone. The message might be innocent enough, the tone to convey much more. Something like, "What did you do today?" can mean different things depending on the way it's said. It could be anything from, "Oh, so I bet you did nothing as usual," or, "I'm sure your day was better than mine. Mine was awful, just awful. You didn't even notice to ask." When you question the tone, they come back, "All I said, what did you do today?" which is true, not kind of reality. You get this told to you, it's time to walk. So, yeah, they'll bring irrelevant detail into conversation. When you're trying to resolve something important to you, toxic people will bring in irrelevant detail from 5 arguments ago. The problem with this is before you know it, you're arguing about something you did 6 months ago, defending yourself rather than dealing with the issue at hand. Somehow, it would always seem to end up with what you've done to them. They'll make it about the way you're talking rather than what you're talking about. You might be trying to resolve an issue or get clarification before you know it. The conversation or argument has moved away from the issue that was important to you to a manner in which you talked about it. Very interesting, huh? Whether any issue with the manner or not, you'll find yourself defending your tone, your gesture, your choice of words, the way your belly moves when you breathe. It doesn't even need to make sense. Meanwhile, your initial need is to gone, a pile of unfinished conversation that seemed to grow bigger by the day. They exaggerate. You always, you never. It's hard to defend yourself against this form of manipulation. Toxic people have a way of drawing on the one time you didn't or the one time you did as evidence of your shortcomings. Don't buy into the argument. You won't win. You don't need to. Lastly, they're judgmental. We all get it wrong sometimes, but toxic people will make sure you know it. They judge you and take a swipe at your self-esteem, suggesting you are less than because you made a mistake. Hey, everybody makes mistakes, okay? We're all allowed to get it wrong now and then, unless we've done something that affects them. Nobody has the right to stand in judgment. Wow. Knowing the favorite go-tos for toxic people will sharpen your radar, making the manipulation easier to spot and easier to name. More importantly, if you know the characteristic signs of a toxic person, you'll have the better chance of catching yourself before you tie yourself in double knots trying to please them. Some people can't be pleased. Some people won't be good for you. Many times that will have nothing to do with you. You can always say no to unnecessary crazy. Be confident in your own faults, your quirks, things that makes you shine. You don't need anyone's approval, but remember, if someone was working hard to manipulate, it's because they need yours. You don't always have to give it. But if you do, don't let that cost be too high. Again, someone by the name of Sydney in the comment section. You never ending merry-go-round unless you make the decision to get out. It will never stop. Next time she threatens to leave, calmly reply, I think that's the best. It will be amazing to see how fast she will backpedal, or she will leave and find a way to get back into your life, but it'll always be your fault. Your partner will never take responsibility for her behavior. She will never apologize to no one. You will once again lose part of yourself. Many years ago, I was married to someone exactly like that. I'm so grateful we didn't have children together. He's gone on to emotionally and mentally victimize others all the while they've never taken responsibility for the devastation he caused. Peace of mind is absolutely obtainable, and you deserve it. Now that right there is proof that abuse do happen in relationships. Okay, for the record, it's a sucky way to live, and all said and done, it's almost worse when they do to you what they know will hurt you. Most trying not to face the reality of this drug and bedroom fun BS, evil games where I work. I didn't realize how bad it was. He would never apologize or acknowledge or any wrongdoing. I know for a fact he's obvious never loved me. And this is a bad boy type, women. He never loved me, even though I know that actions speak louder than words, and it still hurts. I don't want anything to do with him, however, it's an emotional draining and a hole left in my soul. And I know that I won't put up that ever again. I refuse to put up that thing that I know it isn't right with anyone. I'm not perfect, but I want to be happy. But it forever changes you, and the damage is deep. It's hard to trust. I don't need a confession or witness to prove my intuition, which is always right on. I think that people who purposely hurt and manipulate have no concern about others' feelings, or at least not be able to victimize other people. But I can change me, and remember, I'm not God, and I am not perfect. But I stay true to myself, speak my truth, never allow myself to be treated less than human again. Thank you for sharing, and I'm grateful. I'm not alone. I'm a private person. I'm going to be changed. I want to see the world never too late. Even when the road gets hard, never give up. That was written by someone named Finally Free. All right. Well, Donna J in 2020 posted, I thank you, I needed this. Been harassed by a toxic ex and it's wearing me down emotionally. Now look at this. Julie posted over here. All right. I feel so alone. Obviously, I'm not. I'm confused because 27 years ago, I thought I was the nice person. I thought I fell in love with a nice person. 27 years later, and a daughter, I'm still here. Over the years, I've drastically changed from the person I was or I thought I was. You see, this is what toxic people do to you. You do everything for the person, everyone else, but nothing for me. So I stopped helping people, and the only person I would do anything for is our daughter. Now he can say, I do nothing for him. There it is. I never help him with his business, so I work 5 days a week as much as I can as a canteen assistant. I'm on my feet all day, have very early start. I'm starting to find this work physically tiring, but he thinks it's my play job. In the past, I had to do anything with his business. He would ring and yell at me, tell me how dumb and useless I was, and hang up. Woo! Easier to work outside the home. He still complains I don't do anything else to help him. At least I know I work 5 days a week and look after the home. I have no friends. He would complain if I was at home when he got home. He would make remarks, okay, some people going out for lunch, some of us have to work. It's easier not to have friends and stay home. Okay, now with that being said, toxic people will drain you to the point to where you are not yourself no more. Alright? I drank too much. Years ago, I would have wine with lemonade. I gradually increased my consumption. It helped me relax to numb the comments. I never knew what sort of mood he would come home in or what I would get in trouble for. I was always getting told off for being dumb, user. He earns more money than me. I would never go away girlfriend because I didn't earn enough of my own money. Easier to be at home. Anyway, I'm going through very bad menopause. He was kind of understanding at first, but now he's over it. Think it's just an excuse. He's not interested in listening about how I feel emotionally or physically. He says, what about men, what they go through? He hates if I cry. He finds it very annoying. That right there is a bad boy. Okay? I could go on and on. The older I've got, the more I don't like what I turn into. The daughter thinks I'm a nasty person because she loves her dad and thinks I cause problems when he gets angry with me. I don't put up with as much like I used to, which makes him angrier. Looking back, I should have left years ago. Instead, I try to hide it all from my daughter. Now, she thinks it's all my fault. Menopause is changing me now. I can't imagine retiring just the two of us. I just want to be by myself. I don't know how to do it. I know my daughter will hate me, and she is all I have. Okay? Thank you for listening. That woman that I was reading about was emotionally, mentally, psychologically, verbally abused by a bad boy that was toxic. Look, listen to me. If you are in this, get out. Get out. Get out. Okay? Get out of there. Because that will drain you to the point where you will not know who you are. Your self-care is important. Do not neglect your mental health. Thank you for listening and peace out.